Welcome to Henry Clark's channel. You know, I said I was going to take a break, and I am, but I got so many questions after my last video about the MIDI move, right? A lot of people are asking, where do I get my MIDI files from, right? So I thought I'd address this one right in the next 5 to 7 minutes, right? And make it really, really quick. And then I am kind of probably going to try to take somewhat of a hiatus from doing so many videos. But anyway, shortly, to make it short, and I get quality MIDI files, and people always ask why are your MIDI files such quality? Because first of all, I hate to say it, but I've never been a big fan, and I'm still not a fan of free. I know you can get there are tons of free MIDI file sites out on the net. I look at MIDI files actually in a different way. I consider them the same as me going out and purchasing a single or purchasing an album, right? And I know for a fact that the sites that I go to have really, really quality MIDI files. I want quality files, and the reason why is because I learn from those files. A lot of times I learn certain composition techniques. I learn, how the instruments play together. I actually sometimes I make backing tracks out of them by putting in what I consider a new floor, or changing the key, or like using their signature licks when I put the song together, right? So that's why I like really, really quality MIDI files. And another thing is that, remember, I just want to tell you guys, remember that if you're purchasing MIDI files, you want type 1 and not type 0. In type 0 files, all of the tracks are merged onto a single channel. That is not what you want. You want type 1 MIDI files where all of the instruments are on their own separate track. That way, when you put them into the sequencer, right, like a band-in-a-box sequencer, right, and you can kind of separate them and move them around and so on, and, mute, delete, whatever you want to do. Makes it so much easier to work with those files. So remember, type 1 MIDI files are the ones that you actually want to purchase, whether you purchase them or whether you get them free or what. But the number one question I get is, how come you have such quality MIDI files? Well, the answer is because I pay for them, because I buy them. Now, I've been doing this for a long time, so this is not an overnight thing, right? The average quality MIDI file costs between $8.99 and $9.99 a song. However, they have tremendous discounts that are always available like anything else, right? I think you buy, 3 files or whatever. Some sites have 40% off if you buy 5 files for $29 or something like that, right? I personally think it's worth the investment just in frustration, because and plus you get to listen to the songs before you purchase them, so you can tell how close the song really is to the original song that you wanted to do. These sites that I'm talking about are really, really close. And I'm gonna just get so I don't mess this up, right? Because my number one site I go to is HeadTracks out of Australia. They have tremendous MIDI files, in my opinion. And by the way, let me get this out of the way right now. There is no compensation to me toward recommending this site. This is just my personal preference. I have nothing to do with them financially. Matter of fact, in anything in this video, I have nothing to do with financially. These are just my personal opinions on where I get my stuff from and where I spend my money. So again, the first one is HeadTracks, and they are out of Australia, and they are called MIDI.com. And if you look over at the chart, you will see I have that chart up right now showing you what their site looks like. And you can see the types of music that they have. They cover everything, man. And again, just demo the songs and see what you sound like. I think you will be impressed. That is the number one place I go to when I'm looking for a song. Of course, they don't have everything, but boy, they do have a lot of stuff, I'm telling you. So that's the first place I go. The second place I go is MIDI Hits. That's right, MIDIHits.com is the second place I go. If HeadTracks doesn't have it, I go to MIDIHits.com. They have a huge catalog also, and you can see their site pictured here. Now, another nice thing about these two sites is that they have catalogs in PDF form, so you can just download the catalog and and browse through it and see if they have the actual song that you're looking for. Again, if it's not on one, it's usually on the other. I think that the HeadTracks, I think those songs sound a bit better than MIDIHits.com, but again, sometimes it depends on who actually made the file. So those are the two sites that I primarily go to when I'm looking to do some MIDI files. So hopefully this helps you guys, right? I didn't want this to be long, but I hope this answers the questions, because I'm getting a lot of questions coming in about where I get my files from, and those are the two primary sources where I get my MIDI files from. You don't have to search for the links for these files, because if you look at the basic description of this video, you will find the links to both of those sites in the description of this video. Again, the links to both of the sites I'm talking about are in the description window of this video. And there's also, of course, the description window for my shirt. But anyway, again, look in the description window if you want to go to either of these sites. Check them out. Just browse around, download the catalog, it's PDF form, right? It's free. And check it out, and hopefully you'll see something that you like. And again, I think if you purchase MIDI files from either of these sites, I think you will be very happy with that minor. I'll just call it minor. I know some of it might be major, but I consider it to be a minor investment, just like buying a CD, whoever buys that anymore, or an album. Okay, that's it for now. I will see you guys next time. Bye.